mean, this is the Big E show. And so on Fridays, we like to ask our guests, what was the one big move that you made that you look back and say, and I always preface by saying there's a million things that have to go your way. There's a million decisions that you make and sacrifices that you make, all these considerations. But if you had to pinpoint one that got you to where you are today, what is that big move?
So I think, so specifically, I remember I told you the story at my 2022 season where I was 16 years old. I barely made the U.S. team. I was barely getting starts at these events, competing with adults. And in September of that year, after just improving every World Cup, there was a World Cup that was supposed to be held in China, where it was this like city in China called Wuzhong, where it's kind of a smaller city in China, but it got canceled and moved because of COVID. So they moved it to Edinburgh in the UK. And this competition was actually like a little bit depleted. There wasn't as many full national teams as normal. Like the Indonesian team didn't fully go. There's only a couple Chinese athletes because visas are kind of hard, that kind of thing. And so I went to this event. It would, I say, significantly easier to win than any other World Cup, but I still had no right as a 16-year-old to win this event.
Yeah.
But I think the night before, I remember like I did well in the qualifiers, and I was just like, I think I can win this event. And I think that specific mentality allowed me to take a massive leap in my career and go from sort of expediting the goals I had of winning that World Cup, and eventually, like, my original goal is I want to qualify for LA and let alone win a medal in Paris.
Yeah.
Right? I expedited my goals and allowing myself to do that on several occasions. But that was kind of the first one where, like, I went from I'm just trying to get experience to I think I can win.
Yeah.
And changing that flipping mentality, I think really, really helped me.
Was that just a moment you're reflecting in the hotel room, or was it a conversation with, a mentor or a coach or a family member? Like, why did that flip switch?
What gave you that new
So it was
belief?
actually, I was on a walk. I was walking around like Edinburgh. I was like the very nice, like kind of Scottish Highland fields, all that. I was completely by myself. And I just like kind of had that thought, and I was like, what if I could win?
Yeah.
Like, why not? And I kind of did that. That was my whole kind of thing. And then not just like, I mean, it's relatively not that impactful for me to win that specific event,
Right.
but allowing myself that kind of mentality
To
through the
snowball.
years of the why not me, of like, why can't I do it, really, really, really helped, I think, through my entire career of every achievement I've achieved.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So is that kind of I think every athlete has, like, in those quiet moments, if you've trained mentally enough, you come back to like a motto, a self-belief, like something is echoing in your head. Is that it? Like, why not me? Why not now? I can do this.
When I'm trying to achieve something, yes, that was my specific like world record. I posted it. That was like my caption was "Why not me?" Like I think Derrick Rose had a big quote of it when he first.
One MVP.
I think after his Rookie of the Year season, I think maybe one or two after, he said like before the season in 2011 when he won an MVP, he was like, "Why can't I win the MVP? Why not me?"
Right.
He was what 22, 21.
Yeah.
And so that was what I posted. It was "Why not me?" And then
That's cool.
4.798 at the time, world record. And so like I had that mentality. And I think allowing that was there. But when I compete on a daily basis or when I'm going to these competitions, it's usually not that. I usually think I have a bit more confidence than having sort of, because when you say why not me, it starts at the fact that you're a little bit not confident and you give yourself confidence. But when I'm competing and I'm trying to win these races, typically I'm at the level where I know I can win.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of going back to the belief that I do know I can win. I know I've put in the work. I know I've put in a lot of effort to get to the place I am. And I know I'm fast enough to win these races. Yeah. So generally, that's what I kind of come back to.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Well, thank you again for your time. I mean, so awesome to see your perspective on this and your mindset. I mean, anytime you get to spend time with somebody that's done something at the level you have, I mean, it's super cool for us to hear that and listen in. So thank you again. All right, so this episode is sponsored by our friends over at Rhone. They've got some really, really nice stuff. I love it. You're going to love it. You're going to be able to climb in it. So I just want you to feel that. We got a nice shirt.
Pretty nice.
Awesome pair of shorts. And for the fancier nights,
that's
you could even climb in that. Like, seriously, it's breathable. It's stretchy.
I'm always climbing in button-ups.
I love climbing in that kind of stuff. So we're grateful to have them as a sponsor, as a partner, and they truly have really, really good stuff. Let's get you hooked up with some more. Rhone could be. We could get that going. So thank you to them, and
apparel sponsorship. I'll do it.
Yeah, we're excited to get this stuff to Sam. So thank you.
Shout out
to one of our sponsors. That is Andar Leather Goods. These guys are the best of the best. We're giving one of their bags to each of our first 10 guests here on the Big E Show. And it's been an exciting partnership. I've had one of their bags forever. We bought it as a backpack, turned into a diaper bag, but it just speaks to the versatility of their products. They have bags, backpacks, duffel bags, wallets, phone cases. I mean, anything and everything you can imagine that is leather, and it's the very, very best quality. So make sure you go check them out in my profile. We got a little discount code in there for you. What's up, everybody? Have to give a shout out to our sponsor, Saranoni Blankets. They are the best of the best. We're very excited for this partnership and grateful that they are providing our awesome guests with their amazing blankets. It's starting to get a little bit cold here in Utah where I'm filming, where I'm recording these episodes. And so there's no better time to go check out Saranoni. We're going to have a link in our bio. Make sure you do that because they really are the best of the best.